Welcome back to another episode of today's economic news. I'm John, and today we are diving deep into a controversy that's making waves across the political landscape. What happens when political rhetoric teeters on the brink of violence? Our focus today is a heated incident involving Mallory McMorrow, a Democratic Senate candidate. Her remarks have sparked outrage, and for some, her violent fantasy targeting conservative Supreme Court justices has crossed a line that could have far-reaching implications. But what's beneath this surface-level saga, and why should you be concerned? In recent years, the discourse surrounding the Supreme Court has been a focal point of political tension. Remember back in 2020 when Chuck Schumer made inflammatory comments directed at justices? Fast forward to 2022, and the seismic overturning of Roe v. Wade further polarized an already divided nation. These pivotal moments have set the stage for today's controversy. McMorrow's remarks didn't emerge from a vacuum. They are the latest in a series of politically charged responses to Supreme Court decisions perceived as partisan. The backdrop here is a battle over democratic values and civil rights, with both sides of the aisle wielding the judiciary like a political weapon. Before we look at today's incident, consider how we arrived at this point. The Supreme Court's conservative shift, symbolized by figures like Amy Coney Barrett and Brett Kavanaugh, has fueled frustration. In response, Democrats rallied, proposing measures like the Women's Health Protection Act, only to face considerable pushback. This environment, laden with accusations of judicial overreach, is fertile ground for emotional outbursts. McMorrow's comments exemplify the heightened political activism coursing through liberal ranks, forming a dialogue rife with divisiveness. It's a carefully choreographed dance of rhetoric and persuasion that often skirts the boundaries of propriety. Now, let's get into the thick of it. Just last week, on November 12, 2023, McMorrow, a Notre Dame alum, declared her fury at Amy Coney Barrett, a fellow Notre Dame graduate. During a candid conversation, she said, "I talked to somebody yesterday who said they saw her and Brett Kavanaugh at a tailgate last weekend. I would not have been able to control myself. That would be bad. There would be beers thrown in people's faces." Now, to put this into perspective, imagine attending a public event and trading ideas over the roar of the crowd. The thought of it devolving into chaos with beers flying paints a horrendous picture not just of hostility, but a total breakdown of civil exchange. Furthermore, McMorrow admitted his sign was wrong. Especially now, we each have a responsibility to choose our words and signs carefully and avoid anything that may be interpreted as a call to violence. These statements underscore a critical concern about our current political climate. Are we allowing emotion to eclipse dialogue? Is rhetoric replacing reason? Let's dissect the potential implications through a libertarian lens. The fallout from McMorrow's statements reflects a broader challenge where sensationalism overshadows substantive discourse on pressing issues like inflation. Politicians' fixation on bombastic language skews our attention from strategic governance. Inflation is gnawing away at the purchasing power of the average citizen, and yet we are distracted by political theater rather than demanding concrete solutions. It is a classic shell game, and sadly, we are the ones funding the spectacle. Additionally, this incident illustrates government incompetence. Candidates choosing anger over informed discussion demonstrate a lack of political savvy that erodes trust. It feeds into a narrative where elected officials prioritize personal grievances over collective welfare. Imagine running a household where every disagreement ends in a shouting match. It's unsustainable, corrosive, and frankly, a bit juvenile. It's a scenario that no would-be lawmaker should aspire to perpetuate. Lastly, the liberty we hold dear is being undermined by threats, even those veiled in jest. When political engagement is overshadowed by fear, it stifles the freedom of expression that democracy thrives on. The U.S. was built on the ideal of heated, passionate yet respectful debate. If our discourse degrades to the point of intimidation, we risk unraveling the very fabric of societal freedom. So, what can we take away from all this? Mallory McMorrow's remarks are symptomatic of larger issues plaguing our political system: inflated rhetoric, governmental inefficiency, and a gradual erosion of civil liberties. If you're tired of the chaos and desiring real change, you're not alone. It's time to demand true accountability, to ask harder questions and call for clarity amidst confusion. If you're fed up with paying for their political theater, let your voice be heard and hit subscribe. Let's continue to dissect these issues together. Until next time, I'm John, signing off.